Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and this is your extended for this morning's reading. Now, if you haven't seen that, I would go see that as well. There's also details about joining my website and a free video that was not available to anybody here. Unless you join my website, then it is available to you. So I'll let you watch that from this morning. I'm not going to repeat myself here. I'm just going to dive in and deep dive into this beautiful reading with the extended from Spirit. We're talking about the truth, about dealing with things that maybe we don't want to look at. Okay? It's either by ignoring it or painting a picture that really maybe is not the truth for you. And it's your actual truth for you is what they came through as saying for this extended reading. Okay, it's not what reality is out there for everybody. It's your actual truth that you are choosing to maybe do a blind eye to. They also talked about community, finding kindred spirits, and they wanted me to reiterate that as well, that you have help. You have help showing you the way. Friends could be able to show you the way. You may even ask the question of a friend, hey, do you think there's something that I'm really not looking at here? Would you say that there's something you see? Now keep in mind that they may see it very differently than you, but they may give you some insight. May give you some insight in what you are not looking at. Okay, so the first card we have that I pulled from the Spirit Messages is Inspire Passion. And it says, life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Now, as I was reading this, all I heard is that some of you may be trying to make old goals come to life that really don't suit you anymore. So he really want you to question as well what you are putting in motion, what you are trying to accomplish in this new year. Is it still fitting to the you that you are now? Or are you just going under the assumption or the illusion that you still want and want to proceed with things from the past? So that fire energy that I say is going to catch us on fire this year, is asking you to be sure. Now you get the cleanse card. We've had this before. It's a recurring thing. So your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. As I was saying, I feel that it's more like a spiritual release, a release of things. You got to clean it all out before you can take off, Pisces, okay? It is just something that is going to be there within you until you do it, okay? Make sure the journey, tell yourself the truth, and then cleanse. I feel very much a lot of judgment. A judgment card kind of energy coming in, asking you to really look, okay? Review what you're seeing. Are you blinding yourself from what's trying to show itself from you, and this is why you're slowing up, okay? As I said in the last reading, are you with a chariot that has no oil and thinking to yourself, I'll be fine, and you're not? Okay, you really need to top up that oil before you take off. You really need to make sure that all the parts are in place. So I use this a lot as an example. It could be literal for you, that some of you are going on an actual journey, and it could be that some of you are just, I don't know, attempting something new in your life. I'll just leave it at that. It could be relationship, could be job, could be anything. Just make sure that you are doing, or you're, what is producing itself in your life is really what you want, okay? Because sometimes we ask for things, but we realize somewhere down the road that we really didn't want to go there, okay? It's like booking a trip and you keep telling yourself, well, I want to go to Arizona, and then halfway through you realize you just really wanted to go to Wisconsin. So just, keep that in mind. Is it because everybody's going to Arizona? Is it really what you want? Okay, so there you go. All right, Pisces. So you have, I'm going to take these cards as I usually do. This is my clarity spread. These top cards were your external of what's going on with you. The middle is at the heart of you, okay? Deep within, underneath. What is Spirit trying to tell you with these cards? And as an outcome, okay? So I'm going to take one at a time and we're going to look at it. As I said, the Queen of Cups came in reverse. I feel that the external for you this week feels a little bit, you're moving forward, but you feel like you're not. You feel like the emotion isn't there, even though it probably is there. This motion of making you look at things is what you're supposed to do, but it's taking away from your calm, Pisces. The Queen of Cups is like very emotionally stable. So I feel like it's tipping you in a different direction where you're going, but I just want to be the King of Cups right here. And it's the second time he showed up. He shows up at the end of the reading, right? You feel you should be here, but you're actually feeling a little less than yourself. A little less emotionally, you know, tied down. You feel like maybe the waves behind here are getting to you, okay? You're starting to feel a little rocky in that energy. And it'll happen. Now the moon card, when it came out, this mark came out like halfway, half and half. It came in sideways. So I left it upright, but I feel like the double intention of the moon card, which is illusion and intuition, is kind of coming in. You're at odds with yourself because you know that something's trying to be shown to you, yet you're very frustrated by the fact you feel like you're being led a little bit down the garden path here. So, okay, right. So you just want this to end. So I feel that this is what you're going, just show me already. Just show me what's going on already so I can like move forward, so I can end this and move on to the next step. You feel like you're actually being just tied down with these 10 swords. And I feel that some of you feel like I've already dealt with so much. Why do I have to deal with so much more? It's like I said, it's go time. But in go time, there's always last minute things that happen. And I feel that this is like a last minute thing. You may feel like it's a mountain, but it's just a PS. You need to look at this before you take off. I was going to say notez bien, but it's the same thing. You have the Lover's card here. And that is the harmony that you were feeling. Just feeling like you had it all together. All of a sudden now you're not feeling so together. You know, like you feel like, well, I had it all going. It was like, you know, everything was cooperating. Okay. The Empress, as soon as it came out, all I heard is mother. So some of you may be having to deal with a mother before you leave, or a mother type person. The other part of this card that's coming in is that you felt like you were growing, like you were creatively already like tapped in and going, but this is making you feel again a little bit on the why is this not working? Okay, like I'm creatively fertile. I'm ready, yet I feel now that I'm, you know, something is trying to stop me. So it's very annoying right now. I'm feeling at this point. And of course we are Friday of the second week, so you may be annoyed with that. I'm telling you, just try to chill a little bit, Pisces. Try to look at what Spirit's trying to show you, okay? Yes, you see, because with the World card, if you don't, the cycle will repeat again. The World card has been coming out. It's all part of our journey. But the World card's also here to tell you that if you don't deal with it now, the stuff that you don't deal with comes back. Always does. Next cycle. I'm not talking next life. I'm talking just the next cycle. Okay? In the reading this morning, I was talking about my adopted mother who kept jumping from relationship to relationship and would run away. Well, she'd set herself up in the same type deal next time around, and it would always end up in some kind of like upheaval of some sort where she'd have to run away again. And it just, you know, right till the end of her life, it was it was one thing after another. So it's just, if you don't deal with your stuff now, it's just going to come back. Okay? You may feel like you're going away from it, but it's just going to come back. The Fool will begin again and will give you a chance, an opportunity. So you may say, well, I've already stopped and now I'm right at the beginning, or I'm about to begin again. Yes, but there's still a few things that you may need to look at the moment, okay? So this is your external. Like I said, I feel a push and pull of energies this week, like you're ready to go, but it feels like there's something else that needs to be done. Look at your kindred spirit, okay? You're all tied up. Look at your community. Lean on them hard. Lean on the people that you love. Lean on your friends. All right, so at the heart of you, feeling a little off the dreamer path, okay? It's like you got your feet on the ground. Literally, your feet are now at the bottom of this. And Pisces, well, we don't have our feet on the ground. That's not our thing, right? I shouldn't say that. I'm a Capricorn. My feet are usually on the ground. But if you're in Pisces mode, you know, like making your dreams, like, take off. So, yeah. To me, that's always, every time I see the Four of Wands, it's my symbol for table. The four legs on a table, being very steady, okay? But it's also like celebration and all of that stuff, you know, like good job, you're doing good, you know, things are stable and good. You thought you were there, but the four is to remind that it's a four, okay? You're at the beginning of the journey. You're not at the end of the journey or the cycle. So the beginning of the journey still has a lot of things that you have to deal with, and you may come up to that quite a few times during this journey, during this year, during your life. Okay? It's never just completely resolved. There's always something new coming up. We're here to learn. Okay? You want perfection, find another planet. You're not going to find it here, Pisces. All right, so you have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is at the heart of you. You know you're doing a lot of good work. You know you've come far, okay? You know you're very close to it. You know you're close to that new beginning and getting things done. I feel with the Nine of Cups that came out reverse, it's like a delayed gratification, a delayed blessing. That's all. Okay, the blessing's still there. This is a card that shows the energy weakened somewhat, but it's not gone. It is still a Nine of Cups, and that's still a Nine of Pentacles. Those are excellent cards, but you're working on you. If anything, those two cards are talking about nines. This is the self. You're working on you. And working on you is the best thing you can do to move forward. Absolutely. Okay, so at the end of that is planting the seeds, building foundations, growing a garden. It's all part of the beginning. Okay? There's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of stuff that you got to keep looking. But that Lover's card, which is another two, you know, two in love, that harmony and balance is going to come back, okay? It's a give and take. I love this card. It always talks about a give and take for me. It goes back and forth, okay? But you're always cooperating. As long as you leave those doors open, you're always cooperating to make it a better time and a better space, a better place. Always. Okay. See, the Queen of Pentacles. This is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay? Growth. Of course, growth. The Queen of Pentacles is about grounding yourself. Okay? As we saw with the with this Page of Cups. Time to look at it, okay? Not to close your eyes and daydream. It's time to look at what's going on around you. This will help you move forward. This will help your dream propel forward, okay? All right, so you had that one, right? And the card of the Three of Pentacles, again, a reminder of, I'm going to leave it here, a reminder of community to remind you that you have support. You do have support. It also showed me kind of sort of the Queen of with the Ace of Wands, with the Queen of Wands. It said, and all I could hear is you can walk before you can run. Okay? You have to crawl before you can walk. You have to roll before you can crawl. So whatever, you keep putting things in here. You've got to take it one step at a time. It's all a new beginning. Okay? You may be tapping into the Queen of Wands, or that's where you want to be, ultimately really quick. And you do have a lot of maturity and a lot working your way to get you there. And you probably will get there a lot faster, especially if you've been around the block a few times. But this is new, okay? You have to deal with this new energy, okay? Again, your passion. Inspire passion as well, okay? The fire. Let the fire in. Letting the fire in also ask you, is what Spirit is asking you, that you need to deal with things when they come. You've got to reach above, get beyond it, okay? Reach for a solution, figure it out. It's not, that's what you're here for. You're here to overcome, okay? And then enjoy your life and how hard it took for you to get there. I mean, you feel accomplished when you have something to do, right? It's a juggling act. It's how you adapt to things, okay? You can't forget to adapt. You don't all suddenly arrive and go, everything's perfect for the rest of your life. Now, how much fun would that be? It would not be fun at all, okay? For a little while, I agree. Yeah, you could have a lot of things just fall in your lap. It's so much better to have the tools on how to handle certain things so that you can move along faster and let go of certain things that you don't need to be taking with you. Okay, so in the end, the King of Cups, and I really love this because at the beginning we started with the Queen of Cups, who was this way. And I like that. It's like a mirror image if you see it, or an exact opposite, a flip side to everything. For every calm, demeaning, there is a situation that will always like take you to the edge of it, okay? And that's okay. Right. And here comes the moon again, okay? It's all an illusion. It's all a flip side. You can see the moon, okay, as something that, okay, you can see the moon as reflecting the sun and not having her own light, or you can see the moon as reflecting the sun and shining light. Okay, so there's two sides to everything, and that's what they're trying to show you. Again, see the difference of perception. Make sure that you give everything a fair thought and a fair energy idea and seeing it. Sometimes seeing the truth in the matter is not a bad thing. It's just seeing it. It's acknowledging that it is there. Okay? Trust on your community. Trust on the people who help you. They will be able to help you move forward and do the things that you need to be doing, Pisces. Okay? What you're not seeing is that this is anxiety that's keeping you up at night. If you trust in your inner self, okay, and what this reading is trying to tell you, it's trying to tell you exactly that. It's trying to help you sleep at night by dealing with what is right now. Okay? See the truth of it, deal with it, and you're not going to sleep with these demons inside of you anymore. Okay? You're going to finally let the cycle like switch to something else. This is what you're not seeing, right? And the Hierophant, just to prove of letting go of the old and keeping the new. Be the student. Don't only be the teacher who holds on to things too tightly. Okay? The perfect balance is not only being the teacher, only being the student. It's being a little bit of both. Everything is about balance in this lifetime. Everything, Pisces. And then okay. I will just, what do I want to pick? Do I want to pick something else? Let's see here. Let's take from the 4 agreements. I have a few minutes left, so I'm going to take from the 4 agreements. We're going to see if we can pick some nice cards here. Okay. There you go. Communicate with clarity. Don't make assumptions. It says communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, oh my God, I can't even say it. Impeccability of the word, all our relationship would change. There would be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings, right? I would say, you know, Pisces, if you feel like you've said something, you'll usually see somebody's demeanor change. And you'll know right away if they're taking it in the wrong way. But you really have to be observing people if you're talking with them. I'm putting it on this side because I feel like you're communicating with somebody. So you may want to ask them, well, how did you take that? Because I saw your face and there's something, it feels like there's something there. And if there's a misunderstanding or a miscommunication that you can clear up right away, you could save a whole bunch of resentment for a long, long time. So the truth will set you free. So in other words, like, just ask them, okay? Don't assume that you know or how they're reacting. Just ask them what they think at the moment, okay? Very important. And that truth will help you. And that card just went flying. Okay. This one is Discern the Truth. So here's the truth again. Okay, can't make that up. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we act by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. So it's basically what I just said to you. Okay, I love it when they do that, but it's what I told you. Okay, for some of you, this is a personal message. This is telling you, if you say something to someone and you see them reacting in a certain way, and you don't feel that you've said anything out of turn, it may be good to clarify. It may be nice to just go, how did you take that? Or it could be in the reverse position. Somebody has said something to you and you've taken it in a way, and you might just ask for clarification. What did you mean by that? It's very easy to ask. What did you mean by that? Because I took it a certain way, and I want to make sure that I'm hearing properly what you're telling me. Most people will be more than happy to give you clarification on what, or more information on what they're trying to say. It could be with Spirit too, if you need a clarification from Spirit, if you need clarification from parent, friends, etc., etc. Just work on that and the community and what you're feeling. This will also help you in life and continue on. If you need to question, question more. Ask more questions. See where they're going before something happens that, throws everything off. Okay? The Moon card came out twice, so there's a lot of illusion coming in with that. It's you're perceiving it a certain way, or they're perceiving it a certain way. Got to make sure to clear that up. Okay? So I'm going to be looking at the full moon for the 16th. I think the 16th or the 17th of January. I believe it's in Cancer, but we'll talk about that. I will do that reading tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we're going to be looking at the fresh new week that's coming up, Pisces. I hope you can join me. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings.